Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to talk about two of my lesser favorite things in bushcraft, that being Kydex sheaths and knife lanyards. Knife lanyards just because they can get caught on stuff in the bush to pull your knife out of its sheath. Kydex just feels a little modern military for me, which is fine. I just prefer sort of more of a heritage look and feel to stuff I'm working with. We did pick up this Tops Brothers of Bushcraft issue Fieldcraft knife that comes with the Kydex sheath. So let's get into this and see what we can do about it. Tops Bob. It's a great little knife. I'll post the measurements when I get around to editing. It used to come with this tri-rod, like packaged ferrocerium single rod with bound with two magnesium rods, which was really nice. And now, unfortunately, it comes with just this little kind of almost seemingly useless tiny little ferro rod, so that was too bad, but whatever. Nice knife in general. So we've got our bob. What we're going to do is we're going to swap sheaths over from the Condor Knives Swamp Romper. Also a fun little knife. Luckily, the knives in this case are interchangeable. What we're going to do is we're also going to add a lanyard to this guy, and on the Swamp Romper sheath, this other ferro carrier is a little tight. I had to do some work to fit that in, but you can also take something like a Sharpie, soak this leather part in water, slide a Sharpie in for a couple of days. It'll loosen it right up for even thicker ferro rods. My thoughts are, let's try out a lanyard on this thing. It just seems to potentially be set up for it. You'll see what I mean. So basically, we're going to make a slippy lanyard. So what you want to do is kind of take the one end of your paracord, run it through the eye and the base of the handle on the bob. And you're going to want to kind of find the length you want, because what we're going to do is we're going to have this be able to slip and change sizes so that it can latch underneath the ferro rod down here. So you want to measure roughly to where it is, give yourself a little bit of extra. Let's call that okay. And then let's bring all this down. This knife doesn't want to stay set. Okay. So let's cut it off. Give us a lot of ample extra end on this. We've taken pause to burn and seal our severed end. You know the saying, measure 14 times, cut once. Okay. So you've got your rough end. You're going to make a loop or a bite up to there. You know, we're going to give it a little bit more extension. Both sides don't need to be necessarily even. It's like a straight lashing. You're going to take this end that's come up and you're going to wrap it all the way down. You're going to want to make each of these wraps fairly tight as you go. It can be a little tricky. All the way down until you have, never remember if it's running end or tag end or whatever, but the end that you're working with, your working end. And then once you're down to about there, you're just going to pull it through your bite, grab the other side of things, and then pull it tight against itself. Now you've got a lanyard. We'll slide and adjust. We'll just cut off this end, measure it on, and tie a knot in the end. Usually looks a little better with a bead, but we're beadless, so fits well. Comes on, comes off. Let's tie a knot right about there. Just a simple overhand will do, just so it doesn't end up sliding through on you at some point. Sever that, burn it, and you are good to go. Easy slide off. You can run your hand through the center, bring it up. I'm just going to use my teeth on this. Excuse me, my reach. And there you are. Never falls far away. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully it works well in the bush. Go over well for whatever you need. Chopping, hacking, detailing, heli skiing. And then when you're ready, adjust, slide it on, grab the, call it a running end, back on tight, as to not get in the way and caught on anything.